Today is a new day, and I am on a new journey, a new path to really get after my weight loss journey. And that's what I'm focused on right now. What am I doing to do that? I feel a high protein, low carb or no carb diet is going to be the right way for me. So what am I going to do to do that? I'm going to spend this week of just straight focused on having the minimalist amount of carbs that I can possibly have with the protein that I can intake, steak, chicken, with some fat in it, that type of deal. I gotta get this done. My wife and I talked about this over the weekend, and she's in the same mindset that I am. Time is now. We have to get this done, and we're focused together because I don't have the willpower to do it by myself, apparently. If I see carbs, I'm gonna want some carbs. So what am I gonna do to accomplish that? Well, it's gonna be some working out involved in that as well, hitting some type of workout, some type of exercise. I have these workout bands that I've had for years, and I use them. I travel with them. I keep them with me. They're good ability to do curls, shoulder workouts, stuff like that. Because I told you I don't like cardio. I hate cardio. I know I have to do cardio, but I don't like cardio. So this is one of the things that I'm going to be able to have with me to get me working out, every day if I possibly can. And today it's a day that it starts. It starts today, going after it. Now, mind you, I have been kind of focusing on my diet, but I have been veering off. Just going to be honest with you. I have been veering off, but I haven't gained a lot of weight. What I lost, I gained a portion of that back, but I haven't gone any further than what I was when I began my little 15-pound journey that I did before Christmas. So I am focused on getting more off and getting it all off my body. I'm going to be doing lifting. I'm going to be doing some cardio. I'm going to get down the ground, do push-ups. I'm going to do the whole 9 yards because I'm focused on getting this taken care of. Now that I got on the ground, I can't get back up. Did I say that it starts today? It starts today. Yeah, I'm going to go after it today. Did I ever tell you guys why I'm so determined to get myself into better shape? It's several reasons. I've been diagnosed to being not diabetic, but pre-diabetic, and that was enough for me to hear. I've been put on some medications that I no longer want to take, and I want to get myself off of those medications. And I know the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to lose some weight. So, because I love my family so much, and my wife and my son want to see me here a while, I have to get this taken care of. And my love of food needs to take a back seat to the love of my family. So I got to get rid of these daily medicines by getting my act together. So I believe a high protein, low carb diet is definitely the way to go. I've been researching the carnivore diet, and that is something that I love because I love meat. Didn't know that you can only eat meat and lose weight. However, there is a way that you have to do that, apparently. And that is the ability to cook your meat in fats, butters, and stuff like that. Apparently, that's how the cavemen lived. And from the pictures I've seen in the drawings in the caves, they seem to be in pretty good shape. So if it worked for them, I guess it can work for us as well. If there's one thing I learned about myself and my body is that it don't take long for me to gain weight. I gain weight with the blink of an eye. I can look at a plate of, cake, and I probably just gained 2 pounds looking at it. I'll probably gain a pound and a half just thinking about the cake. So I need to eliminate it because I gain weight very fast. I've been that way for most of my life. When I was younger, when I played football, I had the problem where I couldn't put on weight. I was a big guy, and I put on muscle through lifting and so forth, but I was trying to get heavier and I couldn't. I would gain the weight in the summer, and then once the football season began, I would lose the weight. And I would lose up to 10 to 15 pounds. And I played at a certain weight that was smaller than the weight that I needed to be. But when I stopped playing football, and became a truck driver, boy, I went from 225 pounds of solid, I ain't gonna say solid muscle, but I was solid, to 270 pounds in the blink of an eye, just like that. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the sedentary lifestyle of a truck driver, sitting down, snacking, eating, and then going to bed when we're done driving. And it is a lifestyle that has crippled me in regards to my health and build. But I will say this because of maybe I've had some good genes in my life. The health issues never caught up to me, which I don't understand. You know, the grace of God. I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have diabetes, and I was able to get through all those years of sitting down and driving and not have all those health issues catch up with me earlier in my life. So I thank God for that. So now my focus is to be able to get ahead of it before those things creep up with me. I'm over 50 now, and I believe if I can just really dial it back, I can eliminate all those things that may creep up with me and cause me issues down the line. Being a truck driver, and those who are truck drivers that sit down and drive for hours on end, one of the things that you do is you drink coffee, which is, I don't see an issue with that, but you snack. And then with the snacking comes weight gain, high blood pressure, swollen ankles, all those things. And it's just a rough lifestyle for those who are out there driving and, creating a living doing that. So with that, I want to journalize this and help those who are struggling with that, who may be in that lifestyle of trucking and traveling like that. And, maybe I can show a way to do it. Learn, trust me, I'm not teaching, I'm learning it as I go along. Hopefully somebody else can take that information and roll with it. One of the hiccups and issues that I've had in my life is that I've always tried to find a shortcut, be honest with you. Whether it's, I've tried the diet pills years ago, I lost weight, but the minute I stopped taking the pills, I gained the weight right back, so I want to show a way to do it and sustain it. Do it, lose the weight, and sustain the weight loss. And I believe a high protein, low carb diet is the way to do it, with some working out, of course. You notice I always get last on the working out part. It's the lazy man kicking in on me. I got to work out. If there's a lifestyle in regards to a diet, this is the way it goes. And I don't even call it a diet. It's not a diet. It's just the way one should go about living and eating. High protein builds muscle. It burns fat. If you are eating the right things, if your body's not burning sugar, you're burning fat instead of sugar. It's just a win-win for you. And I'm excited about it. Hence, here we are today. There are a lot of activities that I like to partake in. That is the Super Bowl, that is Easter, that is 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And I want to be able to enjoy those things, those days, those meals without having to think, man, if I eat this, I'm probably going to gain 15 pounds. And if I'm able to get my mind right, I think I could be able to enjoy those holidays without second guessing it. And I want to set a good example for the kids. That's it. I want to set a good example. Show that, hey, daddy is in shape, he eats right, and give him the right example to say, I can do the same thing. If daddy can do it, we can do the same thing as well. So it's a legacy thing. Those of you who have been on a journey with me, whether it's driving trucks, being an entrepreneur, those of you that have been with me on this journey are probably thinking, well, yeah, you said this before. Yep, I have. I have said it before. But playtime is over. Let me explain to you what truck drivers deal with, and those who travel, particularly truck drivers, bus drivers. I ain't gonna say much as pilots, but maybe even pilots. Let me explain to you what they go through. You've been traveling all day, you're going down the highway, you decide, okay, it's lunchtime, you're in your cab, you have a small refrigerator that's probably smaller than the size of the dorm refrigerator that you have, and you have various items in there, maybe a sandwich that you can make. You can make a sandwich that's bread. Okay, you're making yourself a sandwich with mayo. You have maybe some microwave meals that you may have prepped or had done before you came on the road, but you can only keep so many days of it. Some over-the-road drivers are on the road for multiple days. I mean, we're talking weeks, 2 to 3 weeks at a time. You can only put so much food in your refrigerator. So now you're at plan B, and that is eating fast food. McDonald's, Arby's, Hardee's, those things. And the only healthy thing that you can find in one of those places is a salad. And how often can you eat a salad? Some people can only eat a salad a couple of days. I mean, after that, you get tired and you want a hot meal. So what do you go get you? A burger and fries. Burger and fries. And that adds compound effect over you eating burgers and fries. And it's not because you like a burger and fries, but it's probably the most economical thing on the highway. You know, if you sit down and eat at a restaurant and you're sitting down, that's $20, $25 a day. I mean, per meal. You do that 2 to 3 times a day, that's $50, $75, $100 a day. Nobody can afford that. So therefore, you go to the least expensive item that you can get your hands on, and that's probably a fast food situation. You can't just pull into a Walmart parking lot because you can't fit in there, and some Walmarts don't allow you to park your truck in those lots. So now you can't go to the grocery store and get yourself healthy meals. It is a rough lifestyle. And a lot of the guys and gals are suffering from that lifestyle, and it's hurting their health. They're gaining weight, they're getting high blood pressure, they're getting diabetes, they're having back issues. It is a rough lifestyle. The only thing you can do is either get off the road or really dial in your diet. Here I am today, having lived that lifestyle. Now I have to dial it back and get my act together so I can extend my life, because I know I've taken years off of it. So hang out with me, go on this journey with me. Let's learn how to eat right, high protein, very low carb, day to day, and dial in what we need to do to get our health together. That's simple as that. Laugh at me, cry with me. Let's get it done. Life is what you have. Style is how you live it. We only got one. Live it to the fullest. Let's go after it. Hey, y'all, keep doing what you're doing till you see what it does.